Hello everyone, welcome back to No Dust No Worries Season 1, Rogue Hearthstone Laddering. Let's just hop straight back in whilst I explain the premise for those who are new to the series. So what I am deciding to do with this series is attempt to climb the Hearthstone ladder, the ranked ladder, with a blank account focusing mainly on playing the Rogue, staying away from expensive epic, legendary and adventure cards. And it's really a test of my, endurance and knowledge of the game to see how far I can get. Okay, let's hop in. Let's hop straight on in. So we're very close to picking up a couple stars to get to rank 20, and that's when the action really starts. Okay, what do I want to do here? I'm definitely playing 1, 2. 3, that's not a great 3, and I don't really want the Assassin's Blade right now. Okay, then the next question is, which one do I want to coin out first? What am I...
Is someone injured?
Okay, well the priest has made the decision for me. I'm definitely coining out the ooze. Prior to that, what's the benefit of coining out the blood sail? Well, it's harder to kill, but priests, what 2-drops do priests run? If it's a dragon priest, it's probably a worm rest agent, in which case it wouldn't have made too much of a difference. So I think it would have been correct either way to save the blood sail for later on. Okay, weapon up, and again I'm not going to swing because I won't, my next turn and then the turn after, I won't really have any time to weapon up. And that's a key thing with Rogue. Apologies if I keep going over the same old. But I really like to think about my logic when approaching, whenever I do anything actually. The type of person I am, I'm very much a logic driven person and an analytical person who, I don't really, 4-drop, yeah, we're going to continue with our Wormish. I don't really just play off instinct, I like to think about things. I think we will play around Holy Nova. So I have a choice of either using the backstab or using Boar, Face and Ooze. Backstab saves me a bit of face damage and the Boar, but since his turn 5 is coming up, I'm pretty confident that a basic priest deck, and this appears to be a basic priest deck, would run Holy Nova, possibly even double Holy Nova. So I'm going to get the value when I can, because if I'd left those alive, he would have gotten more value off the Holy Nova. So in general, when you're playing against other opponents, always be mindful of the turns in which their board clears activate, because if it's the turn prior to which the board clear activates, it may be a good idea to just trade your minions as much as possible. Trade the ones that will get killed by the board clear, and preserve the health of the ones that will survive the board clear. That's usually a pretty strong tactic. Okay. He buffed it. Do I want to sap? I can backstab hit and then play Blood Sail, Raise the Fan. Yeah, I think I will do that. Before I hit, I will have to play the Blood Sail first. Very easy to make the mistake of spending the dagger charge and then your Blood Sail doesn't get buffed. Always play the Blood Sail before you use your face. Before you expend the charge, there are exceptions of course, like, you spend the charge and then you equip something better and then you play the Blood Sail. But yeah, it's really important to be mindful of these little details. And that's really part of why I why I wanted to do this series. Oh, God, circle, very powerful. Okay, yeah, this is part of why I wanted to do the series, to show like how much you can get out of the game just by playing carefully and safely. Okay, I think I just dropped the Ogre because this doesn't challenge the Ogre. I'm very much tempted to weapon up, but weaponing up makes the rest of my turn very awkward because there's nothing here that adds up easily to 4 mana. So I'm just going to Ogre and weapon up next turn. I guess probably we're going to do Warlord, weapon up, or some other such combination. There's the death. That's fine. I think it would have happened anyway. But okay, Valence. Well, this is a really good chance for Sap. Sap is going to do a lot of work here. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Sap getting rid of the Valence and reducing. Well, it basically took away half of his previous turn and killed a card. So I think I will go. Actually, Frostwolf isn't too bad. Just vanilla Frostwolf, because priests have issues dealing with 4 health minions. But if I assume he's going to play the Orcanine next turn and heal up, what's better in that situation? How do I challenge? Well, the question is, how do I challenge the Orcanine next turn? Because if I play Senjin Voodoo Doctor, he gains a really good target for the Orcanine empowered hero power. So I think this is correct. We'll just have to wait and see as to how it turns out. But I think it's correct. Yeah. I think that's okay. Lights. Okay. That's fine. I can deal with that quite easily with a backstab. We may not even need a backstab because there's no healing that's going to be happening. So I think I will just do this. I don't need to backstab that. Although I could, because yeah, I didn't anticipate that. But do I want to swing at the Orcanine? He can't heal the Orcanine. I think I do want to swing at the Orcanine. I want to take 6 damage, but priests aren't known for their burst. Hopefully it works out for me. It definitely feels like he's got more value in his deck than I do. That Orcanine Circle certainly did a number on my board. So we're going to have some issues coming back from that. But I wouldn't rule anything out. Okay, I can still deal with it. So he decided to clear that. Is there anything else coming? Seems like this is an Orcanine, like, you know, having flash heal, sort of a fun sort of deck. Okay, I think I'm definitely developing the Storm Pike. Do I use my face or do I use the Voodoo? If I use the Voodoo, he can't damage his Cleric and get a draw. So I think, given that line of logic, I will use the Voodoo to effectively deny him a free draw. Because if I left the Voodoo up, he'd just run the Cleric into my Voodoo. And the Cleric would be damaged down to 1 health. He could heal the Cleric and essentially gain and draw a card for 2 mana next turn, which isn't, well, not ideal for me until I can get a sprint off. Yeah, so that's okay. Well, it doesn't make too much of a difference now. Okay, we don't have a second Assassinate. I mean, we don't have an Assassinate or a Sap in this deck, so I'm gonna have to find something. I don't think I'll be able to find anything, to be honest. That's somehow, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. I think I can. If I heal my face, this will go up to 7/7. So that basically, there's no point in doing that.
Cleanse the sun well.
There is no point in doing it. I might as well swing at face anyway. Yeah, healing at face just means this gets buffed and the healing is nullified. So it wasn't going to be a smart move to make. Okay, yeah, I think we're done. You could heal yourself. I think he was lethal there. He should have healed himself, or yeah, should have healed face. That would have gone to 7, and this would have been 3. Yeah, he missed lethal, but that's fine. That's still good. Didn't end up making a difference.
Here we go. Well played.
Yeah, so I wonder what I could have done against a deck like that.
Well played.
Perhaps I need to start a little quicker, or I don't know. It's hard to say. I'll have to think about it. Probably need a silence in my deck to deal with things like Holy Champion and Priest Valen's chosen cards. Anyway, let's see what we queue up into next. Okay, Pally. Okay, we should have a better time against Pally. Rogue's hero power is very powerful in this situation. Okay, do I want to keep a 3? This can be a 1. I definitely don't want anything above 3. Do I want to keep a 3? I can go 1, hero power, 3. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. It's not super powerful. No, this is much better. So I can go 1, 2, weapon up, deadly poison, 3. Is this new? I've never noticed the little tab. I know it must be hard to see on the video here. There's a little tab under each card that says spell, minion, minion, and minion again. I've never noticed that. I wonder if it's new. I don't know. It could just be. Yeah, it could just be some sort of UI update. I wonder if it's new. I'd love to hear from you guys if you know what the deal is with that. So I've never seen it before, and it doesn't appear when you mouse over here. It only appears when you mouse over on the hand, and I so rarely mouse over on the hand. Really, I sort of try to do this for the viewers' benefit. You know, give you a chance to look at the card, pause the video if you're not sure what exactly the card does. Yeah. That leads me to believe that this thing has always been there, and I've just been ignorant. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. Okay, I don't think I want to use the deadly because I can use these two. The deadly doesn't really accomplish anything here. So I get a deadly poison, and I can just, you know, so I can do the trade and gain a little bit of value using my Voodoo Doctor. Yeah. And not using the deadly, you know, it sets up for a decent turn 4. I can play this and deadly poison if I have to contest the board. Yeah, and that's part of why Rogue is so powerful against Paladin. Paladin hero power is very high value but very slow. They make something that can't attack until the next turn. Rogue is very quick but not necessarily great value. Okay. I think I'm still gonna hero power. I mean, I'm still gonna deadly poison. I know I waste a charge, but it protects my entire board. I could have used Swamp Ooze, but I think using the entire turn mana's worth, the entire turn's worth of manas is generally a good idea, especially if you can tack on something tack something on the end that generates tempo, like the deadly poison. So even though I'm missing out on 2 damage, it puts me really far ahead on the board and sets up a Frostwolf, a more powerful Frostwolf than as compared to if I hadn't used my dagger, my buffed up dagger, to clear his Saboteur. And Saboteur is a great card. I would really like to spend some time experimenting with it. We might even consider putting it into this deck if we gather some spare dust or face off against certain things that might need Saboteur. Just thinking from the top of my head, I think it'd be good against Handlock. It would be good against Shaman. Pelly, generally pretty good against Pelly. A bit of a shame for him that he played the equality early, but it was merited because you really had to deal with the 7/7 Warlord. Otherwise, he was going to be done for. But luckily, I had a big bad Ogre from the hand, which basically means, you know, he spent the removal, but now he has to dig for more removal, or do that, and that's not ideal for him because it sets me up for sprint. Do I want to sprint? I think I do want to sprint. I'm quite far ahead on the board, so I will sprint. Do I have lethal? I'm notoriously sloppy for missing lethal or not really considering lethal. I don't think we do. We have 12 at the moment, so I will push for face. I will control the board and push for face. We're very weak to consecrate, but he didn't play equality consecrate. He played equality Hammer of Wrath, which leads me to believe he doesn't have consecrate, and he might have top decked it this turn, but we still managed to apply a ton of damage, so it's not too bad. If I had gotten an inkling that he had consecrate in his hand, then, you know, like before, like I said, you trade your things in if you feel that your opponent may have a board clear. Okay, let's queue up again. Oh, we've reached rank 20. Okay, let's hop back into it. Let's see how we go. So once you reach rank 20, you really need to start thinking about what the popular decks out there are, because, like I've said before, rank 20, you can't drop below rank 20. You can only drop as low as rank 20, basically. So it's theoretically possible for any player to reach rank 20. And in theory, there's did I just skip my mulligan? Whatever. I wasn't even watching. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's theoretically possible for anyone to reach rank 20, but it's also very possible for anyone to reach rank The reason I say this is rank 5, you gain... Hearthstone laddering has a thing called win streak. And if you win more than two games in a row, you gain a quote-unquote win streak. Which means that you gain a bonus star. Do I develop? This is a little awkward, but I like setting it up for the Raider, but my turn 4 still isn't great, but that's okay, it's okay. The Raider will be very strong. The Raider will gain a lot of value. It'll be a 2 for a 5/3, which is pretty damn awesome. So like I was saying, the Hearthstone laddering system, you can get win streaks. So if you win 2 in a row, you accelerate your climb, and the win streaks only stop at rank 5. So theoretically, if you can just keep playing and you win 50, you win 50%, you lose 50%, you'll eventually get to rank 5. It might take longer for certain players and decks than others, but it really is, rank 5 is really just a matter of time. Okay, so I've used the backstab here to clear the Yeti, mainly to protect my beefed up Raider. This forces him to use something faster, like a Keeper or Swipe. And I think, okay, so or Wrath, that's fine too. Yeah, my hand's pretty awkward. I think as a consequence of me not paying attention to the Mulligan, my hand is very, very awkward. But, you know, not so awkward anymore. So that's pretty good.
We must cleanse
The
Sunwell.
gods of RNG have smiled upon us, and we have once again a strong board. Weak against Sludge. Yeah, weak against Sludge, but we can hope that he doesn't have Sludge. It's sort of an unlikely hope, I think most. That's fine for me. That's fine for me because I can clear. Yeah, okay. Well, the gods of RNG really like us today. This game. Oh, my bad. I haven't recorded any wins. Let me see. We won the previous game. Oops. We won the previous game. I'll do that. I'll do that after. I'll do that after this game. There's just a little bit of jiggery pokery I need to do to get the wins recorded. My system is not working at the moment, but please remind me what the number of wins I'm up to. If I get them wrong, yeah, just leave a comment or tweet at me. You know, I want to track this thing as much as you guys do. Okay. I think I definitely found to get rid of the Divine Shield. The Divine Shield, yes, that's right. I don't want to have to use these two, but I think I will if I don't find anything. Backstab would be great, but that's fine. I'll use these two. He seems to have a very strong late game taunt deck. That seems to be the sort of theme he's going for. And we will hopefully we gain enough card draw or tempo to be able to beat that out, because I definitely can't deal with Ironbarks. Ironbarks is not happening. Yeah, I think I do this. I considered the Frostwolf, but not dealing with the Shredder. Use it as a free trade into my. That's not great either, but them's the. What's the reference? Them's the breaks. Why is it called breaks? I don't know. I'll find out at some point. Them's the something. Them's the something. So I need to double check win loss and update. And them's the what? Yeah, what's that reference? Anyway, he decided to go face, which is really interesting because it gives me a really strong turn. Almost made a mistake there by playing the Yeti second. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, I think that's what I do.
Here we go.
I'm very low on health, but I have a very dominant board. This will challenge an Ironbark, but I'm dead to swipe. Swipe. I'm dead next turn to Starfire swipe. Or just charge swipe, yeah, you know, whatever he's got there. Okay, that's not quite it. Shattered Sun. I'm definitely dealing with this. And I think I'm going
We
to...
must cleanse the Sunwell.
Dealing with this only causes me damage earlier. If I hit it now, I take 2 damage, and then... I think I have to go face. I don't think I can win if I try and deal with this Harvest Golem. Because obviously last turn he couldn't fit in 4 more damage. He played the Harvest Golem instead of another swipe. Yeah, it looks like he's digging for like something, say along the lines of Mark of the Wild, or the one that gives 2/2. I think I'm dead. This is 1 damage. 1 damage off. Let's see what happens. Yep, well played.
Well played.
Okay, well that's okay. Let me just, I'm just gonna disappear into the vortex of YouTube videos to check up on our win-loss ratio and do the updates before I finish the video. Well guys, through extensive vortex research and testing, I haven't really actually been able to figure out how many games we won or lost there, but I will do so after I end the recording, because then I can go back and watch myself play and see what the hell happened the first 2 games. I know there was a win against the Paladin, I know there was a loss against that Druid just before, but there was another game, the very first game. Anyway, so I just want to thank you guys again for tuning in. Many thanks in advance for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. It means a lot to me. You know, I do this for the love, and you know, you guys showing your appreciation would be great. So before I sign off, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and hope I see you next time. No Dust signing off.